When the High Council of the Zorian Galactic Empire first discovered Earth's transmissions, ancient radio signals drifting through the void, they had laughed. A primitive rock at the edge of a mid-tier spiral arm, ruled by a single species barely a few centuries into spaceflight. To the Zorian mind, humanity was an amusing footnote, an underdeveloped frontier that would soon fall in line like the dozens of other annexed worlds. So they came, not with gifts or treaties but with a fleet. 8 dreadnoughts, 20 war cruisers, and an armada of blockade ships slipped into Earth's system, blotting out the stars above the United Earth Defense Assembly's orbital watch stations. The Zorian fleet was in awe of scale and arrogance, jagged black hulls bristling with plasma cannons and hangars full of biomechanical fighter drones. Ambassador Vreshtak of the Empire broadcast his message to Earth's leaders. His reptilian crest swayed with disdain as he spoke in flawless Terran standard. Your species is to submit. Your military will stand down. Your natural resources will be assimilated into the Empire. You will obey or be cleansed. The transmission was played in every major city on Earth. Some wept. Some raged. But in the war rooms buried beneath Geneva and Lunar Command, a few hardened eyes narrowed. Admiral Emily Zhang stood at the center of the darkened command chamber, her silver uniform crisp, her shoulders squared. Around her, screens showed the terrifying silhouettes of the Zorian fleet and the thin blue arc that was Earth's orbital defense line, hopelessly outmatched if it came to open war. The other generals spoke in hushed arguments, debates about surrender, negotiations, possible sabotage missions. But Zhang only watched the stars, tracing the enemy formations in silence. Finally, she turned to her communications officer. "Send the reply," she said. The young lieutenant's hands trembled. "Ma'am, the reply?" Zhang allowed herself a small, cold smile. "Yes, let them think us broken." 2 days later, on the Empire's flagship, the ZSS Tyrant's Claw, Ambassador Vreshtak smirked as Earth's official response flickered onto his holodisplay. The human envoy, a middle-aged diplomat with tired eyes, spoke plainly. "We accept your terms of surrender. Please stand by while we prepare our people." Vreshtak snorted. "Pitiful," he hissed to his bridge crew. "They have no spine. We take their planet tonight." As the Empire's fleet moved into final orbital positions, the cities of Earth flickered with blackouts. Civilian traffic vanished from orbital lanes. Human defense satellites shut down one by one, so easily jammed by the Zorian drones. The Empire's tactical AI logged this all as evidence of total compliance. Except, beneath the seas, in lunar craters, and among the shadows of asteroid fields, a different story unfolded. In the darkness beyond Neptune, the void shimmered. For years, Earth had spent its meager defense budgets on a secret project the Empire's spies had dismissed as laughable, too crude, too human to ever work. They called it Project Umbra. But human stubbornness breeds miracles in the dark. At Admiral Zhang's command, a single coded pulse radiated through the black. Reactors hummed awake, silent as ghosts. Hulls, once invisible, rippled with starlight as the stealth fleet decloaked in perfect formation. 50 vessels, all knife-edged corvettes and heavy cruisers plated with adaptive cloaking alloys, railgun arrays humming with stored energy, and missile pods bristling with multi-stage strike packages. Aboard the HSS Shadow Spear, Captain Arun Malik grinned as the targeting array painted the Zorian dreadnoughts. "They never learn," he muttered. When the first kinetic slug struck the Tyrant's Claw, it punched through 3 layers of armored hull before detonating its hyperdense payload. The flagship, pride of the Empire, erupted in a silent blossom of debris. Before the Zorian fleet could realign shields, a storm of railgun fire and stealth torpedoes ripped through their formation. Empire pilots scrambled drones, but the drones were shredded by interceptor corvettes that seemed to materialize from nothing. Zorian plasma batteries turned to fire, but found only sensor ghosts as human ships slipped away, jamming comms and punching new holes through their hulls. On Earth, crowds who had cowered in basements now gathered on rooftops and beaches, staring up at the sudden, blazing fireworks in orbit. Children cheered as flaming wreckage of once invincible dreadnoughts streaked across the sky. Admiral Zhang watched the battle unfold from her command center, her eyes hard. She knew her fleet was still outnumbered, their tech less advanced in many ways, but humans had learned to fight in shadows, to strike where the enemy felt safe. When the final Zorian ship limped toward hyperspace, its engines stuttering, a single message echoed across all frequencies. Earth is not your prize. Earth is your graveyard. For centuries, the Empire would tell stories of the night they mocked the humans, and the humans, quiet and patient, turned their laughter into silence among the stars.